Which containers can I grow herbs in? That's a question I'm often asked. Let's get right into it. My name's Andy from Urban Herbs, and in this series of videos I'll be sharing my top tips that I really hope will help you take your container herb growing to the next level. In today's video, we'll be focusing on a question that loads of you have asked us. Which containers can we grow herbs in? Growing herbs in containers is a really great option. You can be really creative with regards to which herbs you choose to plant together in a container, and you can have a lot of fun with this process. In this video we'll show one of the most fun elements of this process, which is actually choosing which container you grow your herbs in. You can use herbs in containers to make your growing space look really cool, as well as providing loads of amazing flavour and aroma. So let's get right into it. Which containers can you grow herbs in? I've got some really good news for you. There really are very few wrong answers to the question that I just posed. Over the last 10 years, I have seen some amazing container herb gardens. These include herbs that have been planted in upcycled items such as teapots, old sinks, or even a toilet. I've seen herbs planted in recycled containers, old pallets, railway sleepers, abandoned household appliances. It's actually really fun and exciting. I love to see the creativity that people bring to their container herb garden. How big does the container need to be for your herb plants? That's something we're asked very often. The answer to this question depends on a number of factors. Many herbs don't have a particularly large root system, so you can be quite flexible and creative with the size of container that you choose to use. You also need to consider how long do you plan for the herbs to be in that container. A few years ago I posted a video to social media where I planted up a container for the autumn. I got so many comments from people who criticised the video, saying you've planted too many herbs in too small a container, that the plants are going to die. And in actual fact, depending on where the people that commented were in the world, that might be correct. But for example, here in the UK, going into the autumnal season, I know that temperatures are about to drop and that growth rates are going to drop. I don't have a huge amount of space in my own personal kitchen garden, so I need to get as many plants into that small space as possible. And I look at things in a very utilitarian, I guess ultimately selfish way. I need that strong flavour for the winter season. I know these herb plants are not going to stay in that container forevermore, and I'm perfectly happy to repot these herbs into bigger containers the following year as spring arrives and they continue to grow. A container can be adapted to meet your circumstances, to meet your local conditions, and ultimately to meet your needs. The vast majority of herbs that we grow here enjoy sunny, free draining conditions. So it's important to ensure when you're choosing a container for your herbs that you make sure the container has got drainage holes, and quite importantly that it's got enough of them. If you're planting in a container that doesn't have drainage holes, adding additional drainage holes is a really good idea. For herbs that enjoy more moist conditions, herbs such as mint or parsley or salad herbs, I've seen customers get really good results with self-watering containers, which have a reservoir underneath them from which the plant can constantly drink. For these herbs, you could also place a container with drainage holes in a saucer or lid with a reservoir of water within that they can drink from. In terms of the style of the container, the choice is totally yours. I think that Mediterranean style gardens look really good with classic terracotta herb pots, whereas modern herb gardens for your cocktail parties look really good with metal containers. Personally, I quite like really rustic, industrial, repurposed look within my herb garden. If you get a chance, check out the video that we posted where we build a pallet herb garden. If you've enjoyed this video, please get planting herbs in containers. Find Urban Herbs on our social channels and show us the results. Have you tried growing herbs in containers before? Have you encountered issues or things that you're not quite sure about? Just drop me a comment below. I would love to make a video answering your questions.